Professor Dr. Shilpa Khatri Babbar earned her BA with honors from Jesus and Mary College, Delhi University, and was awarded the Geeta Chopra Award for Outstanding Merit. She pursued her master's, MPhil, and did her doctorate from Delhi School of Economics, Delhi University. Dr. Shilpa Khatri Babbar is currently a professor in the Vivekananda School of Law and Legal Studies. She is the Director of Academic Excellence and Public Relations and Protocol at Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies, and also serves as the Chairman of ICCSH VIPS. I now request Professor Dr. Shilpa Khatri Babbar to introduce ICCSH VIPS to the gathering.
Thank you, Vani. A very pleasant afternoon to everybody, those sitting here, my dear students, and of course those on the dais, the respectable positions sitting here. As the chairperson of ICCSH, nothing much to be introduced. Any organization which has 10 members, as per the mandate of law, is required to institutionalize an internal complaints committee against sexual harassment. To all the girls sitting here, you are absolutely secure under this institution, for not just because we have ICCSH and we have gender champions, but to all the boys here, the championing of cause of gender makes us gender neutral. So you all, we respect your integrity, your dignity, and we also, in pursuit of service before self, have NSS. In addition to Gender Champions, ICCSH, NSS, we also have a local chapter at our institution under the aegis of Ministry of Human Resource Development, wherein we, in collaboration with several IITs and IISc Bangalore, also allow you to be a part of 14,000 plus courses which could be run online and for which you can earn a certificate while pursuing your 5 years of BBA LLB. Well, as students of BBA LLB, I would like to share a narrative with you. This narrative is from a text which was published way back in 1904, titled The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism by a sociologist called Max Weber. And the interesting part of this book, because to us it seems to be very strange and very paradoxical combination, Protestant ethic, which is intense religiosity, and the other is capitalism, which is intense economic activity. Under Protestant ethic, which is actually a denomination under Christianity, there is a subsect which is called Calvinism. So this is the time of Protestant Reformation, and there's this man called John Calvin who realized that under Protestantism there is a precept which says predestination, the belief in predestination, which reads that it has already been predestined by the Almighty, and you will read that in almost every dharmas which you all follow. So it is there in Hinduism, it is there in Islam, it is there in Sikhism, taking the names of popular cultures, religions. So it says that it has been predestined by the Almighty who is to be saved and who is to be damned. So for obvious reasons, you know, there was a lot of insecurity amongst the followers of Protestant ethic. So John Calvin, somebody like you, an entrepreneur, an innovative idea, brought in a thought, and he gave a slight twist to this predestination precept which was there in the Protestant ethic, and he said that you all need to consider yourselves to be the chosen one. So you are brought to this earth, you've been sent down to this earth by the Almighty, because each one of us have been the chosen ones by Him. So now the question arises that if we are the chosen ones, so what is the, human endeavor is there, so what is the guarantee that we are the chosen ones? So John Calvin said, and I'm now connecting it with the thought processes of our chairs, our chairperson and founder chairman, sir. So he says that when you are working and whatever pursuit you are in, treat that pursuit as your vocation. It's a calling. Treat it as a calling. Give it your 100%. And when you give your 100%, you'll be rich. And as soon as you are rich, it means that's the grace of God. So the question arises that, is he talking about just capitalism, profit making? No. There again, John Calvin adds a statement, and he said, be rich, because that's the grace of God, but not for your body and your flesh. Be rich, not for the body and the flesh, but rather for the service of the others. And how is that possible? Is he talking about charity? No. He's talking about what your founder chairman did while institutionalizing this organization. He says, invest. Invest in industrialization. So now, with asceticism, almost every Protestant was investing his time, his money, his acumen into building capitalism. Not a capitalism which is devoid of values, but a capitalism which is standing on values, on ethics. So to you, my dear students, this institution where you are sitting right now, and it's been years that I have not said this, and I would like to familiarize you with this fact that Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies is not in the name of the sons of the founder chairman, but it is in the name of an organization called Strength India Foundation, where strength word itself is an acronym, standing for the pursuit of perfection. It's very simple for all of us to say, oh, we built an organization. No, he's actually built generations. And so, you all have to make a promise, like Mark Galanter says, and our chairman sir had also, and chairperson sir had also brought this, that the legal profession has its obvious distributive tilts. In this profession, my dear friends, there'll be one-shotters and repeat players. Mark Galanter says this in his work, Competing Inequalities. And the one-shotters are the poor ones, who for the first time have to trade with this legal system. A system which each one of us know can actually be twisted. That's why it said distributive tilt of the legal system. But most of us, we are repeat players, not because we have often visited prisons, but we are repeat players because we are familiar with the pulse of law. So to you all who are going to take up business administration and law, it's a humble request as a part of a member of this institution that please be kind to the one-shotters. Hold their fingers and help them move ahead in life. That will be the biggest tribute that you can pay to this organization. Wishing you all a good luck and thank you very much.